This is a really interesting one, and I actually have no idea how I'm going to answer it, so it's going to take me a second. But what's a question you wish people would ask you but never have? I don't think there's a question that I want to ask that's never been asked.
Yeah. I feel like you would just say it.
But there's some questions that I want to be asked more.
For sure.
Like, hi, Trevor. How are you? Not exclamation point drops. You know what I mean?
Well, just don't have drops, forehead.
It's weird. I have actually, I really do, and I that sounds like I'm capping, but like in reality, I have a little post-it note here on the bottom of my monitor that literally says like, it's along the lines of reward good behavior, like reward what you want the community to be like engage things that you want, because then you can engage negativity. Then people see that getting your attention is easy when you're negative. So it's really hard.
You are like the king of post-it notes and like inspirational quotes,
bro. My whole life. I'm not gonna lie. I'm watching The Last Dance right now, and I am like, yes, I remember that. And then like Carl, what my dad does is when like people come on the screen, he'll say like their nickname. So he'll be like say like Carl Malone came on. I'm like, the mailman Malone. I like did it, and I was like, oh my god, I just did what my dad does. Oh my god. But anyway, it's like my whole childhood. Like, dude, I used to practice basketball, shoot free throws, and like I kept a binder, kept track of how many shots I shot every day, and how many I made, and all my stats. I'm just a huge stats guy. It's actually become a problem now that I'm a pro. But
hey, you're kind of a weird kid.
When you get worried about stats as a major leaguer, it kind of bogs you down. But
I can absolutely believe that.
But yeah, I got a post emote that of the question, like just like reward good behavior and bring people joy. Like that's my goal. That's why I do it. So like there's days where I'll go 6 hours and I'll be like, viewership was lower than usual. And I'm like, was I like lethargic today? And was like not making people have fun watching. Yeah. And if I say yes to that, I'm like, then there's no point to do it.
Yeah. That's a tough question to answer. Yeah.
So when you say, hey, Trevor, how you doing? I always go, hey, I'm great. How are you? Because that is a good start.
Oh, for sure. I love that.
How about you, Paul?
A question I wish people would ask me but never have. Man, how much can you bench? I really wish I got that more often because like I
get that a lot actually,
and I just no one ever cares. It's like I'm here, I'm ripped out of my mind, right? And no one cares. No, I feel like okay, PM. All right, I'm reading the chat today, dude. Today's podcast, I'm reading the chat. 135 max, whatever. Anyway, no. I feel like I wish people would ask me. Like I don't know. I kind of like I like detailed oriented questions. Like if someone notices, if we're having a conversation on Twitch, and someone pays attention to the conversation, and I say, oh yeah, I'm looking forward to like this weekend or whatever. I like specific questions, so I'm okay with like, how are you doing? That's fine, nothing wrong with that. But like, hey, how did that thing go that you were talking about last stream? How is that specific thing that you were mentioning last stream? Like it shows that they were actively listening.
Yeah.
So that's always nice to get because it's like, oh, okay, like someone actually, I'm not just talking into the ether. Someone's actually listening to what I'm saying and responding, which I feel like is true of anyone. Like a good way to build a relationship with someone is to specifically ask questions about something they've talked about to show that you're actually listening to them. So probably stuff like that for the most part, I would say. Yeah,
love that. Good. Yeah. That's another thing I'm not good at. I notice when I'm not good at it, like proving that I'm like be like, hey, oh, that's awesome, and trying to engage people and stuff that they want to talk about. Because dude, I'm a professional baseball player that like streams full time. Like that's like a really that's a really random.
It is. Yeah.
There's only there's like 2 now. Blake Snell does a lot currently, but. I think it was like I'm the only one that does. So like I tend to be like, yeah, let's talk about baseball or something. And then I just go to what my comfort zone is. I'm like, wow, I'm talking about myself a lot. Wow, does this person going home with their wife and like that guy fucking loves himself? And I'm like, it's weird that I'm aware of that.
It's important to be aware of because like nothing. I can't tell you how many times with my wife we've like met some other couple or whatever, and at the end of the night. We're like, how was your time? Like, oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Did they ask you anything? did they ask you a question or was it just okay? No. So we know everything about them and they know nothing about us. It happens. You don't want to be like, and it's fine.
Yeah, I'm that person. I do that.
Nice.
Sometimes.
Yeah, like those people are nice, but it's like building relationship is back and forth. It's not just like telling you everything about yourself. Yeah. No, I mean, I think everyone struggles with that to some degree. For sure.
What we're trying to say, Chad, is we're trying to create a relationship with you.
We want to be in an intimate relationship with our
Well, to be honest, you're building a stream. This is a great opportunity to say that. When you're building a stream, you're creating a community by your personal relationship with a bunch of different people. That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
That's how it starts. Like, you know, you find your mods and your first few people, and they stay the whole time. Then they become like some of your really good friends. Like that's
exactly
how it starts. So if you're starting streaming or been streaming for a little bit, or realize like, oh, no one ever comes in, blah, blah, blah. Are you engaging with them? Are you hanging out with them? Because that's what you're doing. You're not just playing a game in front of them.
Yes, exactly.
You can start to play a game in front of them when you have thousands and thousands of viewers, and it literally doesn't matter what you do.
Exactly.
I'm not talking about anyone
you can do anything you want. And that was actually something that hindered my performance, I feel like, as a streamer in the beginning, is because I based a lot of what I did off of Tim. And by that time, Tim was already just like a fairly large streamer with thousands of people, or at least 1,000 people in his chat. And you can't really form relationships with people necessarily like that unless they top D every time. So if you can afford to ignore people.
So did you start? Tim started. How far before you did Tim start? Was he going for like a year before you started?
He started in like the end of 2012, 2013. So like a year and a half.
Right out of college.
Basically. Yeah, basically. So he had already had this tremendous environment. And I was like, oh, I'll just do exactly what Tim does, which was a huge mistake. Like, don't model what you do off of big streamers. It's a terrible idea.
Don't try to act exactly like them. That's the thing. You got to find your own way, but
for sure.